Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Hey YouTube, Guy Webbs here, and today's review is going to be on the Marvel Select Disney Store exclusive, The Mighty Thor. Accessories for Thor starts off with, of course, his mighty battle hammer,
Jonathan?
which is very nicely detailed with some nice silver dry brushing over top of the flat gray for the hammerhead part, as well as the handle being a nice dark brown with some black shading, and this does fit into his hand very nicely, as you can see right here. Thor also includes an alternate head without the helmet on, so the helmeted head has a very nicely painted worn silver for the helmet part with very nice sculpting on the helmet and the wings. Both heads share the same stoic facial expression and paint detail present in the face and hair sculpt. And finally, in the way of accessories, is this wicked, mighty, twirling Mjolnir effect along with a designated second right hand meant to peg into the middle right here. All the individual Mjolnirs on this effect are very nicely sculpted and painted consistent with the basic separate Mjolnir, and all the translucent brown swooshes are very well painted as well. Thor starts off looking absolutely stunning from head to toe, looking very big and godly as he should be. The helmet, as shown before, is rendered in a nice worn silver color, which gives it a very realistic look, and the facial features are all very well sculpted, as well as some nice paint detail on the hair and the padding piece on the back of the helmet. The armor is rendered in a dark brown base black with some light tan dry brush on top, giving it a really nice weather type look, and the silver for the torso discs as well as the thigh armor plating are painted in the same worn silver as the helmet. The flesh tone is a nice warm color, and there is some nice paint detail on the skin which gives it a realistic complexion. And finally, taking a look at the cape. The cape is a nice crimson red color with really nice sculpted cloth wrinkles and some texturing on the cape, giving it the feeling of cloth. Thor's articulation starts with a ball joint at his head, which allows for left and right movement, as well as some side to side movement. Unfortunately, due to the padding piece on the back of the helmet running into the back, the head articulation looking up is quite limited, which does suck, while looking down can be done just a tad bit. However, with some finagling and halving of the head and ball joint off, the head can look up a little bit more. Thor has a diaphragm joint which allows for some very slight left and right movement, and primarily the crunching forward and back movement, though there does not seem to be any form of left to right pivot on this joint. However, he has a basic waist twist which gets the job done. Shoulders are on basic pin and socket hinge shoulder joints pegged into the torso, which allows for 360 rotation not hindered by the cape, as well as this much outward movement. He has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, which are very basic, and a in and out hinge on the left hand, whereas on the right hand the wrist is hinged in the opposite direction, going up and down instead, which helps in hammer swinging poses. The hips are on hinge swivels similar to ECUC Mattel figures, allowing for this much outward movement, as well as forward and backward under this lower pelt or loincloth piece, which is softer rubber. He also has a thigh swivel, as well as a double jointed knee, an ankle swivel right by around his Achilles area, and finally basic hinge ankles moving up and down, as well as ankle pivot. Overall, I do highly recommend the Marvel Select Disney Store exclusive Mighty Thor to any and all Thor fans. If you love Thor, if Thor is one of your favorite characters, or if you're looking for possibly the definitive Thor figure for your Marvel Legends display, then definitely get this figure, you will not regret it. The detail and articulation on this figure is top notch. The articulation allows for any kind of dynamic poses, and this figure includes great accessories, particularly the badass Mjolnir effect and its corresponding interchangeable hand. My only real gripe is the limited neck articulation not allowing him to look as far up as much as I'd like it to, but other poses can still be pulled off. If you are looking to get this Thor, this will run you around 50 to 60 bucks. It is really hard to find right now because of how long it's been since this has came out. I would say don't pay more than 70, 80 bucks, and if you do find it for a good price, definitely pick it up. With that said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, your iWeb signing out. Bye!